All right, everybody. Chris here from the Media Lunch Break. The Suicide Squad is fast approaching, and it seems like a good time to unpack a few things. Like, who are these people? And who are these people? Actually, that's just the main one. So look, I'm not going to bother going through with the big ones like Harley Quinn or Bloodsport. You can find those anywhere. I want to get into the real freaks, the weirdos. So leave a like, hit subscribe, and let's get into this. We're going to break this down into a few simple categories. Who are they? What do they do? And how likely are they to die? All right, first up, we've got Peacemaker, as played by America's sweetheart, John Cena. What? That's not weird. It's 2021. A man can call another man America's sweetheart, especially when it's John Cena. I mean, look at this man. Look at him. He's all American. It's like a game of baseball had sex with an apple pie and then snuggled with it all night using the stars and stripes as the bedsheet and then called it a cab in the morning. Because that's what a gentleman does. Peacemaker is actually older than you think. Actually, he made his first appearance in Fightin' 5, number 40, way back in 1966. Now, this was originally part of the Charlton Comics before it was bought by DC. This is the same company that had characters like Captain Atom, The Question, and Blue Beetle. This guy loves peace so much, he's willing to kill for it.
If this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I'd eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problem.
And before you ask, no, I don't know what the helmet is for. Frankly, I find it a little off-putting. It's like a fin, but it's going the wrong way. Doesn't it get caught on things? It's got to, right? It's got to get caught on things. He's got to run into door frames like all the time. It's just, I don't like it. I doubt this guy's gonna die, since it's already been announced that he's already getting his own series for HBO Max. That being said, he's usually a huge tool, so we may see a few good shots to the face. All right, next up, there's King Shark. In the movie, he's played by Steve Agee. Agee? Whatever, this guy right here. Mel's gonna throw up a picture of him. Mel, put up a picture of him. There, that guy. And he's voiced by Sylvester Stallone. Now, in the comics, he first appeared in Superboy number 9, but most of the time, he's an Aquaman villain. So his powers are, I mean, how much do I really have to say about this guy? He's a shark, all right? He swims like a shark, he bites like a shark, he's dumb like a shark. You get it, right? I put this guy at like a 50% on the death meter, like right in the middle. This guy could go really either way for me. And then there's Polka Dot Man, as played by new King of the Nerds, David Dismalchin. He first appeared in Detective Comics number 300, making him a Batman villain, and is probably the one in the movie that could have the most interesting ability, despite looking like a bag of Wonder Bread. Also, by the way, if they do call him a bag of Wonder Bread in the movie, let it be known that's because James Gunn saw this video and added it to the movie because he thought it was so funny. There is no other way that could have happened. Anyway, the dots on his suit can come off and turn into just about anything. Buzzsaws, fists, flares. I would suspect with James Gunn, we're going to see some interesting stuff come off of that suit. Now, it seems like in the movie, Polka Dot Man is pretty suicidal, which I can only assume means he's not going to die at all, despite trying as hard as he can. So let's say it's like a 17% on the death meter. No, actually, I don't like that anymore. Let's call it the Parish scope. Yes, new name. So there's Ratcatcher, played by Daniela Melchior, and yes, I'm almost definitely saying that name wrong. Or as she's called this time around, Ratcatcher 2. This could be because this character is the daughter of the original Ratcatcher, as is rumored, which would make her an original character for the film. Now, the Ratcatcher from the comics hangs out in the sewers of Gotham, making him a Batman villain. So if this is his daughter, that could make the interplay between her and Harley Quinn kind of interesting. Does Harley know her dad? Did she kill her dad? It does seem that she has all the abilities of the original Ratcatcher, which means that she can control rats and carries around cyanide gas, both of which, by the way, work really great at a party. I have a feeling the likelihood of her dying is pretty slim. I think she's going to go the distance, so I'm putting her at like a 4%. We also have Savant, or as I'm dubbing him here, White Stevie Wonder. He's played by Michael Rooker, who worked with James Gunn in Guardians. Originally, Savant premiered in Birds of Prey number 56, so he's been a Birds of Prey villain as well as a Batman villain. And usually he's got genius intelligence and computer hacking skills, though in this, who knows? He's doing that thing with the ball, so is he just good at that? Is it like a dead shot thing? I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna say he's got like a 36% chance on the Periscope. 35 if he sings Isn't She Lovely. Is this bit still anything? I can't tell anymore. Who knows? All right. Next, there's Mongal, played by Mei Ling Ning. This is a very interesting inclusion. Originally showing up in Superman number 170, she's a Superman villain and the sister of Mongol with similar powers to him. So she's got super strength and stamina. Plus, she's an alien. So we've got that thrown in there now. So in theory, she should be able to be a one-woman Suicide Squad. So how she fits into this is going to be very interesting to see. She shouldn't be able to be killed, which means she most definitely will be. So I'm going to put her at like 95% chance of dying. There's also Weasel, played by Sean Gunn, who first appeared as a Firestorm villain in Firestorm number 36. His powers are... I have no goddamn idea. He's just a weasel. He's just a big, dirty-looking weasel with his beady little weasel eyes and his dirty little weasel tongue and his grubby little weasel hands. So I hope he dies before they even leave the prison. 100%. 100% chance. We've got Blackguard, who premiered in Booster Gold number 1. The most exciting thing to me about this character is that it means that Booster Gold might exist in this universe. Basically, this guy's main power is his armor and that he carries a mace. His real name is Dick Hertz, which is definitely why he's played by Perpetual Man-Child Pete Davidson. Also, definitely going to die early because he's dead in the comics, and he's being played by Perpetual Man-Child Pete Davidson. Also, he's known for being a complete moron. In the trailer, we've also gotten a look at the Thinker, played by Doctor Who himself, Peter Capaldi. By the way, I only mentioned that he played Doctor Who because if I don't, people will leave it in the comments like I don't know. So there, now I mentioned it. Leave me alone. Now, the Thinker's actually a Flash villain, but not the Flash that you're thinking of. He actually dates back to the first Flash, Jay Garrick, premiering in All Flash number 12. His powers are... Alright, you know what, guys? The guy's called the Thinker, alright? Take a wild stab in the dark on what you think this guy's abilities are. I mean, go ahead. Take a giant flaming leap into what you think he brings to the team. I dare you. We gotta be getting to the end of this because I'm getting a little bit punchy. God, I want to see this guy die. I mean, look at that brain. It's just so big and juicy. It's like a watermelon at a Gallagher concert. It's just... it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Next, there's Javelin, played by Flula Borg. This guy first appeared in Green Lantern number 173 and is usually a Green Lantern villain, which is incredible, considering its main power is taking big sticks and throwing them. Seriously, I mean, what's this guy gonna do? Guy shows up slinging around a magic ring and you're gonna throw a stick at him? This guy's gonna die, like quick, 100%. You could see Harley Quinn already carrying his javelin in the trailer in like a bunch of the shots, and I don't think he's got a spare. He's not like, hey Harley, you want a big stick to carry around? I brought extra. Plus, he's already been killed in the comics like 3 different times. One time it was just by being hit by a car. No lie, not like a cool car like the Batmobile or whatever, or the one your stepdad drove in high school, just like a Nissan Altima. And finally, we have probably the most anticipated character in the movie, Armfall Boy. Right now, he's credited as TDK, but all signs point to Armfall Boy. So here's the thing. In the comics, Armfall Boy is not actually a villain. He's a reject from the Legion of Superheroes. Premiering in Secret Origins number 46, he actually tried out for the Legion of Superheroes and didn't make it. So presumably in this movie, that caused him to turn to a life of crime. What's really interesting is if they keep that origin, because that would technically mean he's from the future. This guy's powers is that he can literally pop off his arms and beat you with the wet end. Apparently this time around he can also control them telepathically because we see them floating in the air, whereas before they would just fall off onto the ground. This guy's a wild card for me, to be honest. Could he die? Sure, but I'm really hoping this guy sticks around. Why? Because he seems pretty useless. And I love the idea of having some useless jackass with pointless power just weighing down the team for the whole movie and them winning despite it. Plus, it's Nathan Fillion. That guy's a national treasure. Oh wait, is that guy Canadian? I feel like he's Canadian. It's not anything specific. I just get like a Canadian vibes from him, you know? Like he's charming and he's talented, but really polite. You know, he's handsome, but not in that intimidating way where he's unapproachable. Like, I feel like I'd go get a drink with him and use his handsomeness to get me a girl. And then he'd call me the next morning to see how it went, you know? Just an all-around nice guy. All right, so that's what we've got. Am I right on any of this? I don't know. But more importantly, I don't care. But we'll see how right I am when The Suicide Squad comes out August 6th to theaters and HBO Max. As always, if you like this video, leave a like and check out more videos at youtube.com/The Media Lunch Break. You can also check out our podcast, The Media Lunch Break, that comes out every Tuesday. We're available on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Pandora. You can also drop us a line on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at the handles you see right there. Mel's going to put those up. Aren't you, Mel? Yeah, you are. There you go. All right. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you next time.